turn now.
All right, everybody, welcome to Section 325 podcast with my guest, Mickey Mouse over here, fresh from Disneyland. Zach, how was Disneyland? Are you feeling good to be back?
Man, I'm feeling good. It's good to be home. You know, it was a good trip, and kids loved it, and I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Besides the fact I got food poisoning Tuesday night going into Disneyland the next day. So, yeah.
What's worse, chafing or food poisoning?
Oh, chafing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because you just can't. There's nothing you can do about it, you know. At least with food poisoning, you have to throw up. You just know you got to do that. You got to get that over with, and then once you do, you're good.
So, if many of you don't know, Zach was asked the question, Zach, you just won the bracket challenge on the Section 325 show. What are you going to do next?
Going to Disneyland. I'm celebrating a little bit early.
Yeah, guess what I'm going to do?
Nothing.
Color my hair blonde.
Well, you're not going to do anything to celebrate a victory.
No, I lost.
You're going to color your hair blonde.
I lost.
Yep. It's safe to say that I think it took it home. Got UConn I got them in the championship. I didn't have them winning, but I got them in the championship.
Yeah. Speaking of, what a shot by San Diego State to beat Florida Atlantic. What a ride by them.
Man,
speaking of,
I was watching that in the middle of nowhere, Nevada, on my phone while I was driving, and man, it's kind of
a shot.
It was kind of frustrating because FAU played a better game.
They did.
They played a better game,
but they didn't.
But
come
that's
out
how
on
basketball
top.
works, you know.
Yeah, sometimes the ball falls.
They didn't shut it down at the end. Yeah, it was.
And then congratulations to UConn.
Hey, not a lot of people know this, but I lived in Connecticut for a year, so
wow.
They came to my elementary school when I was in third grade in 1999.
Oh, did they win a national championship then?
Yeah, it was their 99 team. Yeah. And people are crazy about the Zags here in Spokane, but people are crazy
UConn's always
about UConn.
They've always been.
I mean, it's like the Zags, but maybe even worse.
So I was happy to see UConn win it because they beat the Zags, and you always want the team that beat your team to go on to win. But they dominated everybody and every team.
They beat everybody. Yeah, they were the best team.
I don't know how many national championships they have, but I know it's quite a few. They have at least 3 that I know of.
Yep.
At least 3. Could be 4.
They won like 8 years ago or something like that, and then they won back in the day. Yeah, they probably have 3 to 4.
3 or 4.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, and then the women, we don't know how many they have.
Oh, probably 15.
And speaking of the women, congratulations to LSU for defeating Iowa in the national championship game for the women's bracket.
Pretty cool stuff. I mean, I've never gotten into women's college basketball. Hey. But you know that it was when you have such a great player like Caitlin Clark, and you know, it was just interesting, and it was interesting to watch. And of course, the whole trash talk controversy. There's that.
It happens.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with it. I think when you get competitive, why have a problem with it? You know, I mean,
no. I mean,
whatever motivates you to win, as long as you're not physically hurting somebody or being super disrespectful.
No, I think it was fine. It's all fun. People get competitive, and somebody was saying something. Somebody was like letting her shoot from the 3-point line. So whatever. But speaking of controversy, you know, sometimes you bring up something, and how often do people actually talk about the New York Jets? But you say Aaron Rodgers coming over, and he's not there yet.
He's not there. I was a little thrown off when I saw a post that said he was getting signed by the Jets, but then I realized it was April Fool's Day. That day, I was a little thrown off. I texted my friend saying, "Dude, Zeke got signed by the Eagles."
Oh, nice.
And he was like, "Dude, that was an April Fool's joke." Lost that friendship.
They don't even want
Just
Zeke.
kidding. Lost that friendship.
So,
a lot of stuff going on, and it's Masters
week. Yes.
Masters week right here.
There he is. Wearing the shirt.
This is my week. We got it here.
Breaking out.
It's not Masters week. It's my week. It's all about me.
Zach is probably the second, the third best golfer I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else do you know?
Brendan.
Okay.
Stiller. I don't know who's better, but
he's better.
He's the Avondale champion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, he's got a different type of player. He's just great.
And then your old coach there at NIC, he's pretty
Russ.
dang good. Russell Groves, great golfer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Russell's the best golfer.
Did I tell you about the time I had a group of clients?
And he's the best college coach I've seen.
Really?
Honestly.
Good coach. Well, they won it how many years now?
But he is, you want to talk about somebody, man, he deserves to go
I'll tell you how I met Mr. Grove. So I'm on hole number 3 at Avondale, got a group of clients with me, and he pulls up with this young lady in his golf cart, and he says, hey, real serious, do you guys mind if we play through? And I'm like, yeah, no problem, man. It's just the two of you. No big deal. So he steps up onto the tee, and it's the hole with the trees, and you split the uprights, right?
Avondale,
splitting the uprights. And he drills it onto the green.
Yep.
And I looked at him, and I go, wow. I said, you're a real jerk. I said, you did that on purpose. You came up, asked if you can get in front of us so you could put it on the green and
That's the
show
ultimate
off.
flex. That's the ultimate flex.
And Russell, he's pretty introverted. He didn't know him. He kind of got a little grin on his face and he just left. But one heck of a shot. Man.
He can hit it a long way. So It was tough for him at NIC after his first year coaching when he made probably one of the greatest signings ever in bringing me aboard.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that he
out of Arizona.
Surprised that he was able to bring other guys on after that. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
6 foot tall, average looking.
Yep,
Zach
average
Davis.
But yeah, man. Let's get right into it.
Let's get to the Masters. Let's talk about it because this is a tournament unlike any
friends.
other. So Jim Nance. Speaking of Jim Nance, he just did his last Final Four ever.
Yeah.
So this is it. He's done.
Like I said, they have to make you know how they have for elk they have elk calling you could do, They need to do that for Jim Nance's voice.
Yeah, they do.
So that you can just copy it for every other Final Four and Masters for the rest of
But he didn't say anything about the Masters. He's going to keep doing the Masters.
It's golf. I mean, he probably really enjoys that. I don't know.
How do you and I get that gig?
I don't know, man. I saw him at Pebble.
Here we go. Justin Thomas is on hole number 3 with a shot to get birdie.
That's
Big
good.
putt coming up here.
That's good.
And he sinks the putt. What a great putt. That'll keep him on the leaderboard at -11.
Yeah, I mean, just the thought behind what he's going to say when somebody wins. He thinks about it way in advance, when Tiger won in 2019, the return to glory, just pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's the greatest of all time. He's the GOAT.
He's a poet. He literally is a poet with a perfect voice that we've all come accustomed to.
He was college roommates with Fred Couples.
No way. Freddie Couples out of Seattle.
He was Freddie Couples out of Seattle. They went to University of Houston.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they got
Which is where the last Final Four was for Jim
That's
Nance.
right. How fitting is that? It was his hometown.
25.
But
hating me.
I heard they need a replacement. Maybe they can have us up there for next year. I think that would be perfect.
No, it'd be perfect. Well, you're wearing the shirt, and I wore the Lynx golf course today, so it is. I'm not.
Monday. Yeah,
I'm not in the tradition of the Masters. I'm in it.
You're in it.
I just brought our local golf course here, which is where the Gorham Chili Dipper Classic is going to be, July 21st. You guys don't want to miss that. It's the home of the Red Jacket Champions. We'll be presenting that. It's a Friday night.
They'll be
1
presenting me with the winning trophy about 6:00.
Oh, you're going to play this year?
I'm getting a team. That's what I said.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'm 100%
You also
committed.
said you were going to the Sweethearts Ball, but that didn't happen. So
yeah, well, I'm not leaving for Disneyland. Yeah.
Either way, the money that we do make is obviously going to Corey Gorham's children, but we also are going to be presenting a check to Camp Journey, which is what the Sweethearts Ball was for, and it was a really great event. Parker Subaru came in with a check for nearly $30,000. I thought that was so
that's
awesome.
amazing. That is amazing.
So hats go off to them. Maybe we can get Parker Toyota to sponsor our show since Mike White Ford doesn't step
They haven't
up
responded. Yeah. But I know Isaac and Kyler well too. I'm gonna we'll see what we can do. But
really great.
Anyway, Masters headlines. I would say if we're gonna get in some headlines, there's a lot of headlines this year for the Masters.
Well, the Live guys are coming back.
The Live guys are back in town.
Tiger won't return a text message for
for Bryson.
Bryson DeChambeau.
I'm pretty sure he just axed all those guys out of his life, just as cold as he axed his ex-girlfriend.
Well, obviously it's not a problem for him.
No.
Yeah.
No. He doesn't have an issue there.
At least he was nice enough to send his girlfriend on a fake trip to the airport to pack her bags.
Maybe he should do that for the Live guys.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Live guys should send him on a trip since they made so much money already.
Well, and they're all making more money because of Tiger Woods. Let's be honest.
Yep.
Just like the NBA guys are enjoying what some of the greats have done. And I wouldn't just give it all to Jordan. I think Jordan took it to another level, but I think guys like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and maybe Isaiah Thomas. What's that guy's name that played for Philadelphia?
Oh man,
Julius Erving. Yeah,
Julius
Erving. Guys like that.
Charles Barkley. Don't forget Barkley. Speaking of that, we got the Nike movie coming out soon. I'm stoked for that.
I am too. So, is it based on Shoe Dog, the book? Yes, that's awesome.
It's gonna be.
But they called it Air.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
It already got 100% at some rating, which never happens. 100% never happens.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the best movies in a long time.
Except for the guy that did it. As time goes on, I don't know that I really like the guy that directed it and was in it. He's with J-Lo right now.
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck,
What is his deal? There's something wrong with Ben Affleck.
Well, he's probably a very famous and rich actor, and has had years.
There's something going on. He looks weird.
He does.
Look at his eyes. Right there. That's when I noticed it. When they showed that video with J-Lo. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
Doesn't he look guilty right there?
Something's going on with that guy.
He's definitely sucking it in.
What is happening?
I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
High as a kite right there.
We got the Live guys coming to town. We got Tiger Woods back. We got the weather is going to be an issue.
So I read that he flew in on his private jet yesterday, and already I was seeing video of him practicing.
Yep.
Like he didn't no sooner land, it was already hitting balls.
I don't think he is concerned about. I don't know what he does, but goes straight to the course, and that's his Sunday routine now. He doesn't play a practice round. He'll just go chip and putt on the greens on the back nine. So
I think that's a great idea. He already knows the course.
He already knows the course like the back of his, But the storyline this week is going to be the weather, and can Tiger last? It's
how is the weather?
It's going to be bad. It's going to be. There's a lot of rain in the forecast, thunderstorms. So it'll be tough for anybody to win, let alone Tiger. So I don't
weather know. Unlike any other, the Masters.
You also have Brooks Koepka coming off 2 wins in his last 3 or 4 events out on Live. So he's coming in hot.
You heard he wants to get out, and if you try to get out, you get 1 to 4 times the amount fined against you as your signing bonus.
Oh, of Live? Yeah, I saw that too.
He's not getting out.
He's not getting out. No, they all made their peace, and they all said they're committed.
Take that $100 million and go cry into it, poor guy.
Yeah, they'll have to. So if you got $100 million, you got to pay back $400 million. That's not happening. It's just not happening. So it's a little unfortunate, but I think that's what's cool about the Masters is they bring everybody in, and it's nice to see some Live guys there because there's some great players there. But it'll be kind of fun. The Masters Champions dinner will be interesting. Because you've got I want to, if I could be a fly in that room, you got Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, you've got Sergio
Phil
Garcia.
Never stops talking.
Not a person on the planet that likes Sergio.
Really? Because he's an Adidas guy?
Maybe his wife, maybe. Well, he got axed by Adidas.
Oh, that's right. Why was that? Because he went to Live?
I think, but Adidas parted ways with Justin Johnson, too. And I think it was just because Live is forming sponsorships around their teams. So Sergio's team will be sponsored by something as a whole.
Probably an oil company from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
ExxonMobil.
You've got Patrick Reed in there. No one likes Patrick Reed
because he's a cheater.
He's on Live. He's a cheater. And
what does his wife think about him if she knows?
Well, I think his wife is just as crazy as him.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think she's cheating on him?
Maybe
with Tiger.
Tiger wouldn't stoop that low.
Maybe that's why he kicked his girlfriend out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I imagine Patrick Reed's wife doesn't look up to Tiger standards.
No, she is not up to Tiger standards. And she's like the man in the group. She's like she just looks more like a man, No offense.
Yeah, no.
Do you ever listen to this?
No, Tiger probably wouldn't be attracted
to a man.
Yeah,
Tiger's not into that. Yeah. Tiger's the man of all men,
No wonder Patrick Reed cheats. He's probably just like his wife looks like a man. It's probably not a happy man.
Yeah, and then you got who else is in that room? Bubba Watson, another guy that's kind of interesting.
Bubba.
And Patrick Reed tried to sue Tiger Woods and Roy McIlroy. So
I hope
that'll be fun. I wish I could be there, but
they say Rory's kind of a handful.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people are talking. He's a handful. He's trouble.
He's trouble.
He's a baby if he doesn't get what he wants. He just So
I haven't heard that.
I've been hearing that a lot lately. I can't see that about him, but that's what I felt about Justin Thomas. And the more I get to know about Justin Thomas, I can't say I know him, but the more I get to know about him, like, dude, that's my guy. Him and Finau.
I love those guys. Yeah.
Him and Finau.
Tony Finau, he's the best. Scotty Scheffler's my guy.
Scotty's great. I don't have a problem with Scotty.
He just reminds me of me.
He's just vanilla. So are you vanilla?
I am, yeah. He's just
vanilla?
He's just
I didn't choose vanilla for the podcast.
He's just a good dude. Yeah, I don't know. And it's funny you bring that up with Rory because I had a dream the other night.
You were dreaming about Rory.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I had a dream that I was hanging out with those guys, and we were getting along. Everything was going good. And then I mentioned something about Dustin Johnson to Rory, how he was better than him or something. I told him that Dustin Johnson was better than him. And
how far off?
He got super pissed at me.
Dustin Johnson was the guy to beat for the last several years.
Yeah, but he got super pissed at me, and then I woke up. So
see, he does. He gets mad. Yeah, he took offense to it.
But I personally, I love Rory, and I mean, he has 23 victories, I think, in 4 majors, and DJ has around 22, 23 victories in 2 majors. So they're really close.
Did he threaten to throw his bagpipes at your face?
No, we didn't get that far.
Just checking.
But I'm pulling for Rory this week. I mean, I like Rory. He's got a chance to win the career Grand Slam.
Not Tiger?
Well, I mean, I'm always pulling for Tiger, but it's just a pipe dream at this point. I mean,
he won a couple years ago.
Different scenario. He's not playing really ever. He got in his car accident. He can barely walk the course. It's going to be raining.
I don't think that he would enter into a tournament if he didn't think he can win.
See, he's been saying that for a while now, but he hasn't shown up and backed that up in a long time.
Yeah.
He comes in, he says, I'm not here if I don't think I can win. I think I can win this tournament, and he finishes like T52.
Okay. Who has a better chance, the Jets, of actually signing Aaron Rodgers or Tiger Woods of winning the Masters?
This week? Or just
in general?
Oh, like the Jets to get Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, Tiger.
Who would you, without really, who are you picking this week? Who's your champion?
Well, you can't. I mean, Scheffler's got to be.
Yeah.
He's got to be up there.
The chef, man. He's the chef.
He's been playing good. But if the weather's bad, I don't know who's a good bad weather golfer. I don't think I know the PGA or live that well enough to.
Well, typically the bad weather.
Is that a Rory guy?
Well, Rory plays well. Rory
grew up playing in crap weather.
Well, Rory won the U.S. Open 10 years ago or so when bad weather, and he won by like 10. So it could benefit him. But typically in the Masters, the bad weather has brought about the shorter hitters for whatever reason, because I think the longer players can't take advantage of the par 5s the same.
What about
and you could stop it if you're hitting a 5-iron into the green. You could stop the ball on the green more.
What's the Joe Dirt-looking guy from Australia?
Cam Smith?
Yeah, Cam Smith. He's a good
He's back. Yeah, he's a great pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's always played well at Augusta.
Yeah, he does.
So he's my favorite live player. I wouldn't be mad if he won.
I want Finau or Justin Thomas. That's who I want.
Yeah, I would love to see Finau win.
And obviously, if Tiger won, I'm not going to be upset. Who doesn't like Tiger? There he is.
Oh, man. We're all going to be pumped if Tiger
There he is, Joe Dirt. Life's a garden, man. You got to dig it. So, of course, he'd say it in his Australian voice. Life's a garden, man. You go dig it.
He's just the boringest, slowest talker you could ever.
I saw him in Coeur d'Alene walking into the resort.
No way.
Do you know when they had the concert at the resort? And I can't remember who was playing. Anyway, I have my boat floating out there, and the Gosler boats are bringing people all in. And Cam had just won the Open over in Europe.
No way.
And he was there. And I yelled over, Cam! And he turned around and waved, and his wife really waved, whatever girl was with him.
Yeah, he doesn't have a wife, so girlfriend.
Yeah, he definitely had a girl. She was...
I'm sure. I mean, after signing with Liv. He signed with Liv right around then, so...
Yeah, it was definitely him. And look at... They do show Joe Dirt there.
Look at Brooks Koepka with a mullet down there.
Oh, no. That's great.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, we got to put that up.
I'm just hoping for some drama at the end,
That's
always.
So
Bryson, Jordan Spieth. That's not Jordan's look. That's not Jordan's look.
Oh, my God.
Jordan Spieth has won his last 3 golf tournaments have been on Easter Sunday.
Really?
And this week is Easter Sunday.
Well, Spieth's a guy who definitely can win the tournament. I mean,
yeah.
You know, when he plays well, when he's playing well, like people can't beat him.
Yeah, that's true.
But it seems like he gets a round or two that he just struggles in.
Yeah.
And,
Ever since he hit in the water on 16 6 years ago, I mean, he's struggled a little bit, but it should be a great event. It's always a fun time. Love the Masters. Love the Masters. So we'll see.
All right, yeah. Tell us who you've got winning the Masters. Do you want to talk about your brother's?
Yeah. Well, actually, because my brother was, preoccupied by.
Yeah. Let's tell him. Should we tell the news?
My brother got engaged. Congrats,
Chase,
in Costa Rica. So he was spending all his time thinking about that. I guess understandably. Yeah. So I created a bracket, tournament challenge for the Masters. So you pick 6 players, you take the top 4. So you don't have to take everyone. And you can't change your team after you start the tournament.
Sure. What if people take the same players?
I mean, it's very rare. I think there's a tiebreaker for winning score or something like that.
Okay.
Winning score. Kind of like the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
But I don't think that's really
I think you do. You pick how many they're going to win by.
Yep.
Yeah. Or what's their...
Oh, it is winning score.
Yeah.
1200 par or something.
Yeah, 12,
I put
13.
But,
yeah, I gotcha.
So it's $30 per team. You can put as many teams as you want in. 75% to first place, 15 to second, and 10 to third. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And so it should be a lot of fun. If we can get a lot of players in it, then we can kind of make it a cool big thing. So far we have like 7 or 8. So feel free to, you just will have to let us know. I can send you the copy of the link.
If you've never done fantasy golf through the Masters especially, once you do it, you will always want to do it.
Yeah,
it changes. More fun
it keeps
than
you
any
more
fantasy.
It keeps you more engaged in the tournament.
Completely more engaged.
Yeah, you actually have things to follow, things to be interested in. So it just adds another twist to it.
It is. It's almost like playing a round of golf yourself. We missed one there.
So you got Cam Smith.
Well, I don't know that I have Cam Smith, but I think that's a good pick. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good pick. But I think Scheffler, he's been playing so good. How do you not pick Scheffler?
I mean, he'll be there. I think he'll be there at the end. So
it's tough.
I think he'll be there. Yeah. So I've got Rory McIlroy. You've got Scheffler. That's 2 good picks.
And then, you said, what's his name's playing really good in Live?
Brooks Koepka. Yeah, which is really interesting. Yeah. I mean, that makes it. He is.
How do you not like Brooks?
I don't love him because of his demeanor, but I think that he's great for golf. And
he colored his hair blonde. It'll be me and Brooks.
He did.
Me and Brooks with the blonde.
You know what?
hair.
I will say I liked him a lot more after watching the Netflix show.
Yeah,
because he seems really cocky, and I've always got it together. And then he was so lost on that show,
and his wife slipped into his DMs, and that's how she landed him.
Hey,
and his $100 million signing.
It is what it is. Yeah, and so he. Yeah, no, I think it's great, and I think it's great for the game. See him back. He's a good major championship player. So,
would you rather keep grinding your way through the PGA or take a $100 million signing bonus to go play with Live, and you're still playing golf for a living, but yet you're kind of owned by the Saudis?
See, I think that's where I would draw the line for me right there. Is because there's a rule out there, and this is kind of a business tip too. There's going to get serious twist to this, but
we can talk about.
You should always. When it comes to producing, if you're in an industry where your production matters, like golf or business or whatever, you should always be in control of your income. So, in that sense, where if you took a salary job, then you're no longer in control of your income as far as how much you make.
Sure.
But if you're confident in yourself and you take a job where there's unlimited potential, of course, I mean, Live is an absurd amount of money. So a lot of those guys took it because they weren't confident in their ability to win. But a lot of the guys that didn't take it had that, look at Scotty Scheffler. He's probably made $50 million this year.
Or maybe they took that because they were confident in their ability to win and they've had less competition and knew that they could win.
I think that is the case for everybody except, I don't think anyone has thought that except for, I think Dustin Johnson's the only one that.
Yeah, Dustin.
DJ is the
Has he even won a tournament over there yet?
Yeah, I think he's won 1 or 2.
How about
He's won 1.
How about old Lefty? Has he won a tournament?
No. He's starting to play a little better though.
Yeah. Is he washed up? Is he too old?
Oh yeah.
Should he be on the?
He can play well this week. He's back. You know how he always used to be. We should pull up a picture of him currently because he always used to be overweight a little bit, and he's back to his college weight now. It looks scary.
It's because of his coffee.
It looks scary. Like he looks like he looks like he looks like if the Saudis were going to send out an American spy psycho person. He looks like that person.
But
Phil Mickelson.
He's old enough to play in the senior tour. So now that he's
like 54. Yeah.
So now that he's older, but he's signed with Liv, could he leave Liv and play in the senior tour? Because Liv doesn't have a senior tour.
No, because the senior tour is sponsored by their PGA.
But is he banned from the PGA for joining the Liv?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they all are.
He can't play.
There he is on the right.
Ooh, he looks top old. Right. What happened there?
That's him. He's back to his high school or his college weight.
Well, he
just looks sketchy. Yeah, look at him there and look at his pictures before he joined Liv.
What the heck?
He looks like he's a Liv spy, American spy.
He looks like Joe Biden. Or Fire Marshal Bill. Did you ever see Fire Marshal Bill?
Yeah.
From back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that top
lefty could play. He could play well
right
this
there.
week. He does not look good. That's him right now. That's how he looks right now.
He looks like Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah, that's him. Crazy. Dude, some of those guys, like Joaquin Neiman's another guy. He was like this little innocent kid on the PGA Tour, and he signed with Liv, and now he's, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some coke involved.
Dude, and he looks, oh, wow. Yeah.
And that's not even him when he lost. That's him like 4 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, he's been losing weight, but
it's strange, man.
He doesn't even look like the same person.
Look at that. Look at that. That looks like that looks like he just on the right. On the left, he looks like he just that's the stage of life when you have a couple kids, and they're like 2 years old, and you're a new dad.
Yeah, and you're
just scarfing down everything that comes your way. I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah, and you're still winning tournaments. He was hanging out with John Daly probably a lot,
Golf is a hard sport with your weight. It's a hard sport because you can't hide your fat. And you have this 30-year career that people see you evolve over time, and you know what I mean? You just can't hide your...
Yeah, he's definitely
You got to tuck your shirt in. You got to... It's
Wow, Phil Mickelson.
Good job, Phil.
Wow, Phil.
So that'll be interesting.
Looking
so that's the Masters.
Lean and mean. And,
comment your winner. Let's see if somebody can get the winner.
But he looks like Joe Biden. He's gotten a little elderly. But
well, that's quite an accomplishment.
But anyway, let's talk a little NFL. I think
we
wrapped up the Masters there. Before we go on the NFL, we should probably talk about our sponsors.
We got a lot of sponsors.
We do.
We talk about this. We've got some great people.
Great people. We appreciate our sponsors. Thank you so much. We hope that you guys are enjoying our sponsors well, and that you're using and utilizing their strengths. Mm-hmm. They're professionals in their businesses, and we're happy to have them part of the Section 325 podcast. We think about Roof Max.
Roof Max is awesome.
And Brianna Oliveira, One-on-One Fitness. Blair and her day of...
Best Day Creation.
Best Day Creation. Sorry, Blair.
For wedding planning, all things wedding planning.
Yeah, all things. That's exciting.
And Jared Shippey.
I talked to a friend of mine. She's getting married in Nashville. And I said, are you getting stressed out about the wedding? And she goes, no. I have a wedding coordinator. I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. It's just like having a realtor. You have representation,
Yeah.
So definitely call.
I like the way you slipped that in there.
Yeah.
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 It's important to have a realtor, everyone.
Definitely call Blair if you are getting married in the near future, which Chase and Lily should probably call Blair, my brother.
Yeah, they should. Let's get them set up.
Because they've got a wedding coming up. I was in the gym at 5 a.m. today after coming back from a trip.
Wow.
So
was Brianna there whipping you?
She would be proud.
Yeah,
she wasn't there because she doesn't go to the Croc, but
okay. She's at one-on-one.
But definitely check her out. Country Financial.
I hung out with Jared Shippey during the national championship game.
Well, you like to talk about things in present moment, even though it already happened. You always do that.
Yeah. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But plan for the future with investing, retirement, financial planning with Jared Shippey.
Yes, Jared's the man. Jared, it was great hanging out with you last night.
Whoa.
At the game.
What happened last night?
Whoa, easy.
Was it great? What kind of laugh was that?
Life Public House.
What kind of laugh was that?
I don't know. You made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So how's the burrito bowl? Don't you get a burrito bowl there?
Oh, yeah. The huevos rancheros.
Huevos rancheros.
It's so good. And it's not too much, which is great.
Live Public House.
And Dave does a great job there. We love Dave. And we've got Steve Novotny, the man himself. He's closing a deal for me right now. Steve's doing a great job.
Yeah.
He does a great job for people. And this is a crazy market. This is a very you need somebody that knows what they're doing.
Well, yeah, you definitely need a guy like Steve. If you're going through high interest rates, we are almost $200,000 over the national average on home prices. So that's a lot of money.
It is.
And so to have somebody as savvy as Steve Novotny to get you into your dreams and your home, and maybe pick a guy like you to help him find that.
Absolutely. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Why not?
Cool.
An average golfer and top-notch realtor like you.
That's my slogan. Average at golf, but above average in real estate.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think we covered everybody. So we feel good about that, but let's get into...
Let's talk some NFL because that's our bread and butter.
It is our bread and butter, and I wanted to... I know we talked about going over some of the teams, so we're going to talk about the AFC East and the NFC East. Which conference do you want to start with first?
Let's go NFC East first.
Okay, NFC East, obviously the Eagles finished 14-3, runner-up in the Super Bowl. They finished with a 14-3 record. They not only had a 14-3 record, by the way, their head coach, Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts is their quarterback. They have the 10th and 30th pick in this year's draft.
Yeah. Yep.
The Cowboys do not have a first-round pick at all. They finished 12-5. Mike McCarthy is their coach. Dak Prescott at the moment is their starting quarterback. The Giants have the 25th pick in the draft. They finished 9-7. Brian DeBall is their coach. Daniel Jones quarterback. The Commanders 8-8. They have the 16th pick. And head coach, you have a nickname for him.
Riverboat Ron.
Ron Riviera. And currently, they just signed a Jacoby Brissett as a free agent as their quarterback.
Big signing. That's a big signing.
Otherwise, they have nothing.
They got they're big on their rookie. Their guy was rookie, Sam. What's his last name? Sam. But they're big on him. I think he's going to be pretty good. I think he's going to be pretty good. Yeah. But you think they end up with Lamar Jackson? They went and got the offensive coordinator from the Chiefs.
What is going on with that whole? It's just dramatic over there in Baltimore.
I don't know.
What is happening?
I get. Apparently, he requested a trade like on March 2nd or something. And
okay, well, why haven't they traded?
There's a couple of those things happening right now where you have Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I don't know. But why don't people want Lamar Jackson?
I think because he's prone to injury.
Yeah.
And he's not necessarily your... And that's what's scary about him, right? You want a guy who's electric, who can throw from the pocket, get out of the pocket, run, do all those things. But he's frail. He's a little guy. You know, he's not thick and we saw Russell Wilson play for years. That guy, he's a little squattier, a little thicker, like a running back size almost. Maybe not quite, but he could brace himself for hits and get down, and he protected himself well. Where that guy, he just can see the end zone, right? And he knows he can get to the end zone. So you don't necessarily protect yourself when you're a guy who can take it to the house on any given play. And I think that he doesn't protect himself as well as most guys would. Yeah, I think that's what's scary about paying a guy that much money who could be done for the year tomorrow. Yeah.
I've got a theory on him a little bit. I think you kind of look at another guy like Geno Smith, right? Geno's like, and I'm not saying Geno's better than Lamar. Lamar's unbelievably talented, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Well, Geno did finish the season and got his team to the playoffs. But
Geno is a guy that you could take into any team and plug him into any type of offense, and he'll work relatively well. He can throw well out of the pocket. He can run a little bit. He makes accurate throws. He's a great thrower. So Lamar Jackson's certainly a lot better than Geno, and he's deserving of whatever money he can get. But I think there's a little bit of a question mark out there that some teams question how much they would have to adapt their entire roster and their entire team to fit into Lamar Jackson's system.
That's a good point.
You see, like the Ravens, when they drafted him, they did a really good job of sort of building the team around him, and then adapting their offensive game plan and everything around Lamar's strengths and weaknesses. And I think a lot of teams just aren't prepared for that necessarily, where they have to go whatever offense the Ravens run. I think it's more that because he's not a guy that's going to come in and throw super accurately out of the pocket. No. People like to say he's accurate, but let's be honest. I mean, he's not overly accurate out of the pocket.
Not at all.
He's not a bad thrower. I mean, he makes the throws. He can throw a good deep ball. He can
definitely make plays. He's electric.
He can throw a good deep ball, and with his legs, he can do anything, you know. But he's not a guy that's going to string together 8 completions in a row, you know, out of the pocket. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But after saying, I mean, he's an incredible talent.
I think he's
a lot better than a lot of these other quarterbacks some of these teams have, like the Redskins.
I think he's similar to the Cardinals quarterback. I think he's just mediocre.
Yeah.
You know, yes, he's a threat on plays with his feet, and he can throw the ball also, but it's just like, as exciting as he is, you're just like, man, I'd rather have somebody who can
get it done.
Throw
the ball, yeah. Like, you know, I mean, but there's no questioning, because Kyler Murray, there's some question marks with his leadership and everything. Lamar's a great leader, and he's a great person, and he works hard. Mm-hmm. He deserves the money that he's played for, but I think teams are having a hard time.
Yeah, I don't like Kyler.
You know, just like you look at the Falcons, the Redskins. These are teams that should be all over trying to get Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, well, Tyler Heineke was signed by the Falcons, so the Falcons went after him.
I mean, forgive me. I mean, they have no need for Lamar Jackson then.
No, Taylor. I like Taylor.
Yeah, I like Taylor too. He's the man's man. So NFC East, the only team we don't need to spend a lot of time on is the Cowboys because we know where they're heading next year.
Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott will both be fired.
Yep.
So break down the East, the NFC East. The Eagles won the division. Where do they sit next year?
I think they're going to be a dominant team again. I mean, I think I don't know. They did lose some guys. They brought Darius Slay back, which was nice. They picked up our boy, Rashard Penny. Will Rashard Penny be one of the top running backs in the league next year?
I think he's got an opportunity to be.
Yeah.
Because he'll split time with their 2 other running backs that they have. So.
Yeah. Yep. But they have a great offensive line, the Eagles. So, I think though, what do you think? I mean, I think they'll be, my guess is they're going to be 11-6.
11-6. Mm-hmm. I don't want to predict anything as far as that, but I think they'll definitely win the East. Okay. So I won't pick theirs. So I think we agree that they'll be number 1 in the East and probably be fighting for that home field advantage type of team. Cowboys, they're always the question mark, right? So you still got the Giants who made the playoffs. The Commanders missed it. They just didn't realize that they missed it.
And they thought they made it.
Yeah.
They thought they did.
Oh, wait, what? We're out of the playoffs? I didn't know if we lost today they would be out. Weird. Okay.
I love that.
Riverboat Ron.
Riverboat Ron. I mean, he's a gambler. Riverboat gambler Ron.
I think his mind was already on the river. What do you think?
I think he was ready to be done, too. He just made it seem like he didn't know. He knew they weren't going to get in.
Vacation is in 2 weeks. So,
yep.
Okay.
Yep. They're a weird team because they're a quarterback away from being a great team.
The Cowboys?
No, the Redskins.
The Redskins.
I mean, the Cowboys are.
You mean the Commanders?
The Commanders.
Right,
I'm sorry, the Commanders.
Wow.
The Cowboys are a couple quarterbacks away from being a great team. They're a couple teams away from having a great quarterback. That makes sense.
The Commanders do have a really good defense.
And they have good talent at wide receiver. They have Scary Terry. They have a couple other guys that are awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for the that East was tough this last year. I think they'll be even better. The whole
Dallas
East.
Will get better. Dallas will get better too.
Mike McCarthy's a great coach. He did win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers,
but I mean, I think he's okay.
Nick Sirianni didn't win a Super Bowl. I mean, Brian Daboll hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Nick Sirianni didn't have Aaron Rodgers.
Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron's been to a Super Bowl, but he's never won.
That's true.
So Mike McCarthy.
Why doesn't Riverboat call Cam Newton?
There's 32 better quarterbacks than Cam right now.
I mean, a little reunion, Cam Newton.
I think Cam Newton forgot about that he played with the New England Patriots with one of the greatest coaches, offensive geniuses, and whatever you want to call Belichick, Belichick.
I think Cam Newton forgot he retired like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. And then he went back to his team. He had one good game, that first game back.
I'm back!
Yeah, back!
I'm back!
And then, I don't know.
I was like you in the tournament challenge after the first round. I'm going to win! And then I brought it back. But no, I think the Eagles will win that division.
So I was told that the blonde hair might look good on me and that I might not want to change it. I might just leave it blonde.
I mean, hey, whatever helps you do that. Whatever helps.
Me and Koepka.
You and Brooksies. Yeah. You and Brooksy.
Yeah, we're definitely going to make another bet. This is happening again.
Okay.
So,
revenge.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the Eagles though in the East.
I don't know how the Giants get better. How do the Giants?
They have a good
better?
coach. They have a good coach.
I know, but what's exciting about the Giants? They brought back
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. I think he's I mean, people were saying that, Geno Smith's just an average quarterback, and we re-signed him, but I think Daniel Jones is average. What makes Daniel Jones so good?
He's fast. He's surprisingly fast.
So's Geno. Geno's fast also.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Daniel Jones, he should have been in that Creighton-Princeton game.
Yeah.
He went to Duke.
Yeah.
He's just that stereotypical. He should be on a canoeing team. But anyway,
I don't like Daniel Jones either.
I don't know. I don't know how they get better. I mean, because you got to think Saquon probably won't have a full healthy year next year.
I feel like the Commanders are better than the Giants. The Cowboys are always the question mark. They could be 14-3, or they could be 9-7.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, they could either be 14-3 or 3-14, but they're not going to win a playoff game.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
they'll never win again. I did see video of their Jones is their owner.
Yep.
Jerry Jones's yacht. The camera spanned the whole thing, and it just didn't stop moving. It was like the longest thing you've ever seen.
Ah, man.
And I was thinking, man, that guy's arrived, but he's like 90 years old.
Yeah.
How much longer do you get to enjoy that?
I don't know. But
all right. So tell us who your pick is for the NFC East. We'd love to hear about it. We're both picking the Eagles to come back and win that division again. AFC East. So the Bills 13-3. Sean McDermott is their coach. Quarterback Josh Allen. Dolphins finished second, 9-8. Head coach Mike McDaniel, crazy cat that guy is, and then quarterback Tua for half the season. And I wrote Mike White in there because he's going to be playing. Let's be honest, Mike White Ford.
Mike White.
We'll never get him as a sponsor. Patriots are 8-9. Head coach Bill Belichick and quarterback Mac Jones. The Jets 7-10. Head coach Robert Saleh. Aaron Rodgers or Zach
Aaron Rodgers
Wilson.
or bust for the Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who do they get if they don't get Aaron Rodgers?
Maybe they try and make a trade for
Cam. Jordan Love,
the Ravens guy.
Lamar. I mean, that would be they would probably be my bet if they got that trade done. They have the team for it. They have a good offensive line. They have a good running game.
Maybe they make he used to be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. Maybe they try to go get Trey Lance, make a trade for him, bring him into the Jets. The 49ers have already announced that.
Since they have three quarterbacks, the Niners.
Yeah, they've already announced that he's the starter.
Trey Lance?
No.
Brock Purdy.
And
they have Sam Darnold, too.
Yes.
Man. So that just is really frustrating.
Trey Lance is there for the taking for the Jets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they have let's see, what do they have here? They don't have a first-round pick, which I'm surprised. I thought they had first-round picks from us. Well,
they used them all on Sauce, and those guys. But
yeah,
and I like the man. Actually, this is a really tough one. I think this is going to be a very interesting.
Jets
division.
have the 13th. Sorry, they have the 13th overall pick.
It's going to be a very interesting draft. Or I'm sorry, year. I think the Bills are going to be a little worse. They just seem like they've kind of lost their mojo a little bit.
They had the team. They reminded me of the Seahawks when we were building, and we got to that year that you just knew we were going to win, 2013.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl 48. You knew that we were going to win that year. And when they got home field advantage, it just was a feeling. You knew it was going to happen. And in December, I was like, the Bills are the team to beat. We talked about it on the podcast. The Bills are the team to beat. And something happened. They just they didn't have that mojo. They didn't have that.
Yeah, something switched with them. Man. Well, obviously the DeMar Hamlin injury was kind of tough on them, but I think they're going to be. But I still, if Rodgers goes to the Jets, they're going to win that division. I think.
Really? Well, the Jets do have a good defense, and that guy is a defensive mind, Roberts.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh.
What do you think?
I like the Jets if Aaron Rodgers is there. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's arrogant enough to make sure that he has a good year. He won't roll over like Russell Wilson. and struggle. That's not going to happen to Aaron Rodgers. I can't see that happening, but I didn't really think that would happen with Russell Wilson either.
I didn't think that. There's no way. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a way different quarterback, though. He relies on his arm, and he's a great passer. So, and Nathaniel Hackett's his boy, and he's there in New York.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, that guy. That guy that led the Broncos to a 5-13 record.
Secured our 5th-round pick.
5-12 record.
5th pick in the draft.
Terrible.
What do you think about the Pats? I mean, they're gonna be another. It's gonna be another 8-9 year for them. They're just an average team.
There's nothing.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones doesn't excite anybody. I don't think he even excites Bill Belichick.
I don't think anybody excites Bill Belichick except for Tom Brady.
But do your Belichick impersonation. Yeah, he's got a Bill Belichick.
We're just here to play, and we're just gonna, it is what it is.
That's pretty good.
Don't make me do that again.
That's pretty good. I won't.
What's the other quarterback's name there? The guy that kind of took over for a couple games last year.
Oh yeah. He came in and played good. It's got like 3 letters or something.
Yeah, whoever he is, he might end up being their guy.
Yeah,
but there's nothing good. There's nothing fun about the Patriots. They're just.
Can we look up the Patriots?
Do they even have a receiver? Roster? Oh, they signed Juju Smith.
Yeah, they got Juju.
Yeah, Juju and Bill. You think Juju and Bill do any TikToks next year together?
Oh, definitely. 50-yard line, couple dance patterns.
There should be a bet. Juju should make a bet with him if he has a good year that he'll go do that.
Here we go. We're bringing this up. We're going to find out what that backup quarterback's name is for the Patriots behind Mac Jones. I can't remember his name. It's like 3 letters.
Zappy. Bailey Zappy. Yeah,
sorry,
I like Bailey
letters.
Zappy.
5 letters.
I like Bailey Zappy. I think he's... Well, they have James Robinson, too. I didn't know they signed him.
Oh, the guy from Carolina that threw that beautiful bomb into
the guy that... he was a running back for the Jaguars, and then he got traded to the Jets like halfway through the year, and they didn't play him at all.
Oh.
He's a pretty good running back for the Jags a couple years ago.
Okay, I thought it was that guy that was playing with the, because Carolina threw every quarterback at us last year. They had every guy start.
No, that was he's on the Bears now. All of them are on the Bears. All the quarterback. There's a couple of the guys from the Panthers went to the the wide receiver got traded to the Bears.
Yeah, their number 1 guy.
And then the backup quarterback signed with the Bears.
Okay,
not Huntley. That's the Ravens guy.
Yeah, is Huntley still there? He's an impressive quarterback. I don't know why they don't put more faith in that guy.
He's still there. I mean, maybe he ends up being their starter. What do the Ravens do if they don't get Lamar?
Yeah, I think they start Huntley.
Yeah.
Why not? You can pay him less money, build up from the defense. They've already gotten rid of their star cornerback. They got rid of big Campbell. Calais Campbell. Well, you're not so small yourself. Calais Campbell. Met him in Las Vegas. So that's exciting. So AFC East, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. How do you see it? You say the Bills are going to be less?
Jets. I think Bills will be a little worse. I think Patriots will be the same. Dolphins are another question mark. I don't know how they're going to be.
Did you see the video of Tua when somebody took the video and turned it to make him look like a right-handed quarterback?
I saw that. I don't know how accurate that is. That's so
He looked like a way better quarterback.
He looked normal.
Yes. But
it's crazy. I did the same thing to Tim Tebow, and he looked great too.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, they also took Morgan Wallen's voice, and they raised the pitch, and he sounded like Miley Cyrus.
Oh, man.
Isn't that weird?
Gosh, no. Don't ever put those two in the same category.
Well, Miley's got a great voice, man.
Yeah.
And Morgan Wallen, man, He's can't get enough of his music.
That was the only CD we listened to coming down.
Yeah.
Going down
Why
to California.
wouldn't you?
There's the only CD to listen to.
Yeah.
Wasted
on You.
Yeah. Wasted on You. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, Zach, we got to go karaoke together.
Oh, man. Yeah. But I mean, we'll see. The Dolphins are the strangest team in the league to me. They have Jalen Ramsey, Mike
coach.
McDaniels.
It starts with their head coach.
They seem like they have a lot of fun. They just go out.
If you could pick one head coach to have dinner with, who would
it'd be Mike McDaniels.
Yeah,
for sure.
why wouldn't it
so
be?
Much fun.
He would be
He's
blast.
so random.
He'd probably say, "Hey guys, we doing edibles before dinner?" And it'd be something crazy, right?
He probably would. He probably would. Him and Bill.
Bill. He wouldn't want to sit down. with
Bill.
What's today's special?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should ask the other person.
Does that come with salad?
Is that Bill and Jim Nance combined?
Yeah, it could be. Bill and Jim Nance.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you have insider information that Todd Bowles is apparently like a Pete Carroll in the locker room.
Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine at the
I'm having a hard time
Tap.
with this one.
So this guy played college. He played college football with the Seahawks quarterback coach from last year, who just signed with Tampa to be their quarterback coach and assistant. Some kind of weird offensive title. I don't know what it is. Anyway, he was telling me that he's been a Pete Carroll guy ever since USC came up with him, went over, and he's all about culture. And of course, Pete Carroll's culture, when you hear about players that arrive, oh man, these guys are great. I love the culture here. Guys that left, there's nothing like Pete Carroll's culture because he's just got this winning attitude. It's all about competition. It's all about positivity. And I told him, I go, dude, why would he go to Todd Bowles, man? You see that guy on the sideline. He could be up 30 or down 30, and he looks like this.
It is true. It is true.
And he goes, oh, yeah, I guess he's not like that at all. It's very, very similar to Seattle's culture. And that's why he went there. He goes, Todd Bowles is actually a super... You play to not win the game. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I just can't imagine it. I just can't see it,
Oh, look, they put Gino in Tampa. See, he was
Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare put him in a Tampa Bay
He was
jersey.
telling me they could have brought Gino over.
Yeah.
They could have brought Gino over as a starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he was more of a...
Pete Carroll.
No. Who's the other quarterback we just
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock
was more of a Drew Lock fan.
He would have liked to see Drew Lock start over
Yeah, I don't know about
Geno
that one.
Smith.
We all were kind of at the beginning, and then as soon as we saw Geno light it up, we were convinced.
It's kind of like when Russell Wilson's rookie year, we went out and we got that guy from Green Bay.
Matt Flynn.
We're all excited about Matt Flynn. I almost bought a Matt Flynn jersey. Almost. I was ready to buy one.
Look at that chart of emotions, Todd Bowles.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
all
pretty
the
much
same.
it.
That's it. See? Everybody knows it. He's got the same emotion. We got to put that up. That has to go up on the podcast. So he's got the same emotion all the time.
Yeah.
But apparently he's this rah-rah culture guy about positivity and all these things and competition.
You think he's like a Cody Spencer a little bit?
Oh, Cody. I don't know if he does that many TikToks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely doesn't. But
well, we're getting the 2 minute to wrap up. We should probably get into with Easter coming up. We should be excited. This is an exciting time of the year.
This is a great
we have
week. Not only is
it
a Masters Week, which is the numero uno. I'm kidding.
No, but Masters Week, Easter, for those of you who are Christians or Christ followers or believe in Jesus and what he did on this earth, this is an exciting week because this is the promise. This is this is why he came. He said, I'm going to tear down this what do you call it? Tell me, help me.
What do you mean tear down?
I'm going to tear down this temple, and in 3 days I will rebuild it.
Okay.
And he's talking about himself because at any time he could have destroyed man, right? But he let it all happen so that he could die for you and I's sins, that we don't have to pay that price. He took it on for us as a free gift of grace. And that's what Easter is all about, is the promise, the guarantee that if we put our faith and trust in our Lord and Savior who died for us, all of our sins, that we can be in heaven for eternity. And I had a great man in my life one time who told me that if God can create all this earth, and how great it is, what is heaven like? And I've thought about that my whole life. Like, what is heaven like? It's got to be better than this.
Well, heaven, fortunately for me, there's a world example at Augusta.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Absolutely.
But no, I mean, we serve a God who...
A heaven unlike any other.
We serve a God who came and experienced every temptation that we'd experience, and so he understands all situations, and I think that's pretty cool.
So I thought a good verse today, we went over this before we started, but Matthew 20, verse 28, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
That's amazing, yep.
And that's anybody who wants to accept his free gift.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with anything. It's simple.
You have all these gods out there that, want to be idolized, want to be statues, and you do all these things to serve them, but he came to serve us.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So enjoy your Easter. Cool. Enjoy your Easters.
Happy Easter to everybody.
Enjoy your Masters Sunday. Congratulations to UConn. And yeah.
Wow.
Any other last words?
Adding some extra editing for our main man, Aaron, at 7-9 Media. Sorry, Aaron. Well, let's close out the show. Always waiting on Zach to hit Tiger Woods. Will Tiger Woods be an ever? There we go. We'll Tiger. See you next week. That's Section 325 Podcast. Good night, everybody.